All right, just a quick video here of the Maryland-Michigan game, which is M versus M. And we've been talking about the double M's or just M's in general. So M is the 13th letter of the alphabet, and 13 reversed is 31. So at halftime, the score was 9-9, which 9 and 9 is 18. 18 is 13 away from 31. And the final score was 23-16, which adds up to 39, which would be 3 M's. 13 plus 13 plus 13. Also, the number 3 is actually an M on its side. And both of these teams were 3-3 in the Big Ten before that game. So you had 4 more M's. And during the game, they had like a highlight thing in the middle of the game, and they talked about the Wisconsin-Iowa game. And they talked about this play right here, or this drive right here, with 8:20 to go in the third. So you got 2 8s. Wisconsin started at the 8-yard line. This Melvin Gordon ran for 88 yards, and then they ended up kicking a 22-yard field goal. So, I mean, wow. You got 8, 88, and then you're 22, all in one drive. And the reason I bring it up is because that was one of the biggest highlights they had stopped and talked about during the Michigan game. And they were like, wow, 88 yards and no touchdown, blah, blah, blah. I guess that's all I wanted to point out was you had the double M's, and there was 13, 31, and 3s all around this game. I'm sure there was more. I didn't even really watch it that in depth, I guess, for anything. I was actually just trying to watch the game, but all 4 of the teams I talked about tonight are in the Big Ten, and the Big Ten was established in 1896, which is 118 years ago. 118 is 11-8. You even have Michigan's coach, Brady Hoke. He was born November 3rd, which is 11-3, 33, or MM. His record at Michigan is also 31-19. So going into that, they lost against Maryland. So going into that game, it was 31-18. So you had your 31 or your 13 backwards, and then 18 is 13 away from 31. Weird. Another just interesting number thing. Brady Hoke was hired as Michigan's 19th head football coach. But look at the date that he was hired. 1-1-1-1-1. I just find that strange. Michigan Stadium even started getting built 88 years ago. Before Michigan Stadium was built, they played at Ferry Field. FF 66. Construction, the Ferry Field closed November 6th, 1926. So, Ferry Field, FF 66. 11-6 is 66. 1926 is 88 years ago. It's also 2 6s. Pretty strange. All right, I'm just looking through Michigan's schedule this year too, and September 6th, which September used to be the 7th month. Well, let's see here. Yeah, it is actually 7. So that means that this is actually on 7-6, which is 13. And Michigan lost 31-0. Now you scroll down here to the Penn State game. It was on October 11th, and the same thing. Oct is 8, so that is 8-11, 88. Michigan won 18, which is 13 away from 31, to 13. All right, well, I'm just going to end it right there. I just find all that interesting how it just keeps adding up to the M's. Anyway, have a great night. Maybe you can do a little more research into this and see if you guys can find anything else. Or maybe I'll do the same.